Chapter
Gasp.
7. The interrogation
I made it a
of
7.
Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop. Chill cop routine. Good cop, chill cop. Good cop. I'll go with hard cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
Let's
Willow
go.
brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Yep.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr.
Mr.
Tolliver.
Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr.
Beck
Tolliver.
and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr.
He
Tolliver!
grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
chair
world?
wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's
Mr.
there?
Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
No dance. What? I
Mr.
don't even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. Make everything ready. Oh, you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran.
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Yes. Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh? Blow up the festival?
He
Good
shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation
With
Sparkwood?
that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
I mean, we learned something.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anything else? Or is there anyone else who I know? Ooh, what about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, the tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's get some answers. Oh shit, cool. I didn't have to walk here. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable. Indeed. Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they just gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Mrs. Novik sometimes. Oh, sorry. Think I working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rolo I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking for some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sorta don't know. What do you got in the history of the town? There's the County Record Archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading, but they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. I have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up on one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life. Oh, hello, Archer. Oh, Sarah, the froggy pond are hopping into your chat. Be prepared from some ribbity chaos. Oh my god, that is the most adorable emo ever. Also, hi. How are you? Thank you so much for the read. How was your night? What were you playing? Tell his brain. Wait, hold up. Tell he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
I've got a better idea. Spit it out! You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. It won't be boring country record that kills you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Yeah. You're a county record. Really? That's the best you got? Well, when I'm done with you, you'll be a footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try... Wait a second. We need to know about Hartford. Hey. We're a little tired here. Just take a minute and...
tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the orbit? J. Hartford? From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. Your gran is 6 feet under? 3 towns over? Then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Creepy. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Wow, the library's open till 10? Damn. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Alright, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? Don't worry about it. I like some. Maybe Gran knows.
His heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Nah, I can't find my mouse. Gran.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
I'm gonna go poker. Hi, Gran! Don't mind me. Just jumping around in front of you. Also, how did she manage to build a whole ass basement and no one knew about it? Not even him. Gasp. Oh no!
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Uh-oh. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his findings, and left without a trace.
Maybe Gran knew everything.
Maybe. What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. I just ate a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
The label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Yeah. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play cool. I mean, she'd notice because, like, the door was already opened. I don't know. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act like nothing's wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Done. I mean, we should probably close it? No? Okay, alright, fine. Oh, yes. And? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
Oh my god, no.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Well, Alex, just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
It was the jam.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The jam? Oh no. Sweet boy, what did you get yourself into? Right now, let me handle everything.
Chapter 9. A
Shit.
speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
I mean,
Or rather,
technically.
why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Hi.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival? Nope, you got my shirt, baby. Alright, today is the day of the festival. Gran. Gran. Oops. Just clicked out of it. Oh. Okay. Maybe and worth a shot. Oh shit, hey! Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know, secret message for secret conspiracies. No, this one was intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Go to sleep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sly devil. The lie. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't found anything odd. Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus is just got up on the podium. Everyone is gathered at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing? Hello, hello, Bacon Pines. Wait. Who is the bear in the corner? Well, I don't know a bear. What? I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. And yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town would be nowhere it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old collier deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine,
He gave
everyone!
Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Where is this fountain I speak of? It's here for our mayor. What a great turnout! Like, I didn't prepare anything, but I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful
Mr. Kerr
podium.
pulled a big stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are all things we celebrate here at Perennial Harvest. For us, there are pillars of the bridge to do a better tomorrow, but I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's something unavoidable and undeniable. I am a daggum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would forever change my life.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
For a second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town desperately, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. I can't do that, it's very late at night. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
He's a hyena, isn't he? He looks like a hyena. There we go. Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to y'all than community, and Perennial Harvest is a community first and
Mr.
foremost.
Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
It sounds like they're gonna throw a pizza party. We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. Also, it's a lot of fluff and not saying anything at all. And what is change? Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is choice. I am tickled pink that we will be able to make that choice together. How great is actually, I think their clones are red pandas. I'm still convinced he's a cat of some sort. Rolo. Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was
The
that?
crowd began to look around nervously.
It's death again. Don't worry, little thunder isn't gonna ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We've all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart I can proclaim.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits! No, clearly not. If you can't be protected from this.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
We're dead again.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
A little. We actually got through many, many chapters. I'm so excited. Okay, so we got most of that. There's one other change we can do on the other side, but for the most part, we have a couple of things we could do. Interrogation. One of those is gonna lead us over here, probably. Oh, I just noticed the tree moves. That's cool. I am kind of curious about what's going on over here now, though, with the Fennec Fox. But we'll have to leave that for now.